Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jaya Pataka Swami Maharaj on July 1st, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangung Langayate Girim
Shri
Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled as Falashruti, the result of hearing about the pastime of blasphemer of Srivas Pandit being punished with leprosy and delivered. Under the section, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindavan. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 4.368.
অপরাধীর অনুশোচনা ও প্রভুর শরণ গ্রহণ। সেই কুষ্ঠ রোগী শুনি প্রভুর উত্তর, দন্তে তিন করি বলে হইয়া কাতর।
When that leper heard the Lord Chaitanya's reply, he took a straw between his teeth and spoke with great humility. C.B. Antya 4.369.
কিছু না জানিল মুই আপনা খাইয়া, বৈষ্ণবের নিন্দা কইলু প্রমত্ত হইয়া।
I did not know anything. Out of madness, I ruined myself by blaspheming a Vaishnava. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. The leper said, out of madness I have blasphemed a Vaishnava without understanding his glories. I have already suffered the punishment that I was destined for my offense. You alone know the atonement for my offense. In reply, the Lord said, this is ordinary suffering is just the beginning. Unlimited further suffering is given by Yamaraj to the blasphemer of a Vaishnava. Yamaraj awards 84,000 varieties of punishments. An offense is nullified only when the person who was offended forgives the offender, just as a thorn is taken out from where it was entered by the help of another thorn. C.B. Antya 4.370.
অতএব তার শাস্তি পাইল উচিত, এখনে ঈশ্বর তুমি চিন্ত মোর হিত।
Therefore, I have received appropriate punishment. O Supreme Lord,
Please now think about my welfare.
please now think about my welfare. C.B. Antya 4.371.
সাধুর স্বভাব ধর্ম দুঃখীরে উদ্ধারে, কৃত অপরাধীরেও সাধু কৃপা করে।
It is the natural duty of a saintly person to deliver the distressed. Saintly persons display mercy even on the offenders. C.B. Antya 4.372.
এতে কে তোমারে মুই লইনু শরণ, তুমি উপেক্ষিলে উদ্ধারিবে কোন জন।
Therefore, I take shelter of you. If you neglect me, who will deliver me? C.B. Antya 4.373.
যাহার যে প্রায়শ্চিত্ত সব তুমি জ্ঞাতা, প্রায়শ্চিত্ত বল মোরে তুমি সর্বপিতা।
You know the proper atonement for everyone, and you are the Father of all. Please therefore tell me, what is my atonement?
So, Allah is asking Lord Chaitanya
So the leper is asking Lord Chaitanya
how he can be forgiven for his
how he can be forgiven for his
offense.
offense.
This is known as atonement.
This is known as atonement.
So he's trying to find out what is the proper atonement.
So he's trying to find out what is the proper atonement. CB Antya 4.374.
বৈষ্ণব জনের যেন নিন্দন করিল, উচিত তাহার এই শাস্তি যে পাই।
I have committed an offense to a Vaishnava.
I have committed an offense to a Vaishnava,
Whatever punishment I have already received
and whatever punishment I have already received
is certainly suitable.
is certainly suitable. CB Antya 4.375.
প্রভু কর্তৃক বৈষ্ণব নিন্দকের শাস্তির গুরুত্ব কথন। প্রভু বলে বৈষ্ণব নিয়ে যেই জন কুষ্ঠ রোগ কোন তার শাস্তি এ লিখন।
Lord Chaitanya.
Lord Chaitanya said, leprosy is insignificant compared to other punishments for a Vaishnava, for a person who blasphemes a Vaishnava. CB Antya 4.376.
আপাতত শাস্তি কিছু হইয়াছে মাত্র, আর কত আছে জম যাতনার পাত্র।
You have received only a temporary punishment. There is more to come, for you are fit to be punished by Yamaraj.
So the warning is given by Lord Chaitanya
So the warning is given by Lord Chaitanya
that punishment for offending a Vaishnava is very great.
the punishment for offending or blaspheming a Vaishnava is very great. CB Antya 4.377.
84 সহস্র জম যাতনা প্রত্যক্ষে, পুনঃ পুনঃ করি ভুঞ্জে বৈষ্ণব নিন্দকে।
And blasphemer of a Vaishnava
A blasphemer of a Vaishnava
suffers
84,000 punishments awarded by Yamaraja. Suffers again and again 84,000 punishments awarded by Yamaraj. CB Antya 4.378.
প্রভুর বৈষ্ণবপরাধ মোচনের একমাত্র উপায় কথন। চল কুষ্ঠ রোগী তুমি শ্রীবাসের স্থানে, সত্তরে পরয়ে গিয়া তাহার চরণে।
Oh, leper, go and quickly take the shelter at the lotus feet of Srivas Prabhu. CB Antya 4.379.
তার ঠাই তুমি করিয়াছ অপরাধ, নিষ্কৃতি তোমার তিহ করিলে প্রসাদ।
Since you have committed an offense against Srivas Prabhu, you will be relieved when he forgives you. CB Antya 4.380.
কাটা ফোটে যেই মুখে সেই মুখে যায়, পায়ে কাটা ফুটিলে কি স্কন্দে বাহিরায়।
When a thorn enters the body, it must come out from the same place. If a thorn gets stuck in the foot, it can't be taken out of the shoulder. Can it be taken out of the shoulder? CB Antya 4.381.
এই কহিলাম তোর নিস্তার উপায়, শ্রীবাস পণ্ডিত খমিলে সে দুঃখ যায়।
I've told you the means for your deliverance. If Shiva's Pandit forgives you, you will be relieved of your suffering.
So, very hard to get forgiveness. Shiva Pandit.
So it's very hard to get forgiveness from Shiva's Pandit.
He won't accept he can offend anyone.
That he won't
That he will be offended.
that he won't accept that he can be offended by anyone.
But when he's told that he's asked, because of you, do you want someone to suffer?
When he asked, because of you want someone to suffer?
Oh no, I don't want anyone to suffer because of me.
No, I don't want anyone to suffer because of me.
And this is for you. This lover.
Then you should forgive this leper. CB Antya 4.382.
মহাশুদ্ধ বুদ্ধি তিহ তাঁর ঠাই গেলে, ক্ষমিবেন সব তোরে নিস্তারিবে হেলে।
His intelligence is most pure. If you approach him, he will easily forgive your offense and deliver you. CB Antya 4.383.
শুনিয়া প্রভুর অতি সুসত্য বচন, মহা জয় জয় ধ্বনি কইলা ভক্তগণ। হরি বল।
Lord Chaitanya.
After hearing Lord Chaitanya's most truthful statements, the devotees all chanted,
Jaya, Jaya, Haribo.
Jaya, Jaya, Haribol, Haribol. CB Antya,
Loudly chanted.
loudly, the devotees all loudly chanted, Jaya, Jaya. CB Antya 4.384.
শ্রীবাসের নিকট কৃত অপরাধের ক্ষমাভিক্ষা ও শ্রীবাসের প্রসাদ ফলে অপরাধীর নিষ্কৃতি। সেই কুষ্ঠরোগী শুনি প্রভুর বচন, দণ্ডবৎ হইয়া চলিলা ততক্ষণ।
Lord Chaitanya.
After hearing Lord Chaitanya's instruction, that leper offered obeisances and offered prostrate obeisances and immediately left. CB Antya 4.385.
সেই কুষ্ঠরোগী পাই শ্রীবাস প্রসাদ, মুক্ত হইল খণ্ডিল সকল অপরাধ।
Thereafter, that leper received the mercy of Shiva's Pandit. He was thus delivered from his suffering as his offences were destroyed.
Lord Chaitanya, Shilarila, tells the story as Chapal Gopal.
The Chaitanya Charitamrita tells this story as Chapal Gopal,
And he offended Shiva Thakur.
that he offended Shiva's Thakur.
Somehow, it doesn't mention the name of its lover.
Somehow here it doesn't mention the name of the leper.
Otherwise, the details are not different.
Otherwise, the details are not different. CB Antya 4.386.
মহাপ্রভুর স্বয়ং বৈষ্ণব নিন্দার অনর্থ কথন। যতেক অনর্থ হয় বৈষ্ণব নিন্দায়, আপনে কহিলা এই শ্রী বৈকুণ্ঠ রায়।
Lord Chaitanya,
Lord Chaitanya, the Lord of Vaikuntha, Lord Chaitanya, thus personally explained the havoc that is created by blaspheming the Vaishnava. CB Antya 4.387.
তথাপিহ বৈষ্ণবেরে নিন্দে যেই জন তার শাস্তি আছে শ্রী চৈতন্য নারায়ণ।
If anyone still blasphemes a Vaishnava, he will be punished by the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Narayana. C.B. Antya 4.380.
বৈষ্ণবের পরস্পর কুণ্ডল ও আপাত মতানৈক্য দর্শনে এক পক্ষ গ্রহণপূর্বক অপর পক্ষের নিন্দা বিনাশের হেতু। বৈষ্ণবে বৈষ্ণবে যে দেখ গালাগালি, পরমার্থে নহে ইথে কৃষ্ণ কুতূহলী।
The author says that, in bracket, the bickering between one Vaishnava and another Vaishnava does not destroy their spiritual life, since Lord Krishna is delighted in the sportive spirit which he himself creates.
So sometimes Vaishnavas disagree on some details,
Sometimes Vaishnavas disagree on some details
and they have a discussion on the matter.
and they have discussion on that matter.
So that bickering is not punished.
And that bickering is not punished.
But one should be careful not to unnecessarily blaspheme any Vaishnava.
But one should be careful not to unnecessarily blaspheme a Vaishnava. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. When foolish people see Vaishnavas quarrel, they think that their quarreling is like that of the non-devotees. But this is not the case. Rather, such quarreling increase their love for Krishna. The love for Krishna that Rukmini and Satyabhama amass while competitively reproaching each other is enhanced by such quarreling and competition. Therefore, by creating quarrels and differences of opinion among Vaishnavas, Sri Chaitanya Deva has established the ideal of quarrels in this world.
So we should try and increase our devotion of service of Lord Krishna.
So, we should try to increase our devotional service to Lord Krishna.
That is the transcendental quarrel.
That is the transcendental quarrel. C.B. Antya 4.389.
সত্যভামা রুক্মিণীয়ে গালাগালি যেন পরমার্থে এক টানা দেখি ভিন্ন হেন।
Devi,
Although Satyabhama Devi and Rukmini Devi abuse each other and appear as opponents, they have common spiritual goal, though they appear to be different.
their common goal is to please Krishna.
Their common goal is to please Krishna,
And that is the goal of all the devotees.
and that is the goal of all the devotees.
There's a disagreement on what will please Krishna more.
So there is a
There's a real disagreement.
if there be a disagreement, what will please Krishna more?
That's not an obstacle.
That's not an obstacle. C.B. Antya 4.390.
এই মত বৈষ্ণবে বৈষ্ণবে ভিন্ন নাই, ভিন্ন করা এন রঙ্গ চৈতন্য গোসাই।
Similarly, there are no differences between one Vaishnava and another. Differences are created by Lord Chaitanya for his pastimes.
Lord Chaitanya Gosai.
Lord Chaitanya Gosai for his pastimes. C.B. Antya 4.391.
হে যেই এক বৈষ্ণবেরও পক্ষ হয়, অন্য বৈষ্ণবের নিন্দে সেই যায় ক্ষয়।
Therefore, if one takes the side of one Vaishnava and blasphemes another, he is doomed.
One should avoid taking sides in some argument.
One should avoid of taking sides in some arguments
Blaspheming one Vaishnava.
and blaspheming one Vaishnava.
That goal is to please Krishna.
The goal is to please Krishna.
All both Vaishnavas are auspicious.
Both Vaishnavas are
Auspicious.
auspicious
And not worthy of being blasphemed.
not worthy of being blasphemed. C.B. Antya 4.392
বৈষ্ণবগণ সকলেই কৃষ্ণের বিভিন্ন অঙ্গ ও পরস্পর অভিন্ন। এক হস্তে ঈশ্বরের সেবয়ে কেবল, আর হস্তে দুঃখ দিলে তার কি কুশল।
If one serves the Supreme Lord with one hand and gives him distress with the other hand, then how can he be benefited? Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. If one serves the Supreme Lord with one hand and gives him trouble with the other hand, he can never achieve any auspiciousness. The Lord's devotees are like the limbs of Krishna's body. Therefore, they never become averse to his service. Shri Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava are equal in the vision of one who sees all living entities as devotees of the Supreme Lord. Only such a person is qualified to attain liberation from material existence. C.B. Antya 4.393
এই মত সর্বভক্ত কৃষ্ণের শরীর, ইহা বোঝে যে হয় পরম মহাধীর।
Lord Krishna.
One who understands that all devotees are limbs of Lord Krishna's body are most sober person, is a most sober person. C.B. Antya 4.394
অভেদ দৃষ্টিতে কৃষ্ণ বৈষ্ণব ভজিয়া, যে কৃষ্ণ চরণ সেবে সে যায় তরিয়া।
One who regards Lord Krishna and the Vaishnavas as non-different while serving the lotus feet of Lord Krishna is delivered from material existence. C.B. Antya 4.395
যে গায় যে শোনে এ সকল পুণ্য কথা, বৈষ্ণব অপরাধ তার না জন্মে সর্বথা।
One who chants or hears these auspicious topics never commits offences to the Vaishnava. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. By considering that there are differences between the devotees of the Supreme Lord, or that the Supreme Lord is not being served by a devotee, one commits Vaishnava Paradha. But there is no possibility of one committing an offense if he realizes that there is no differences between Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava. Such a person can never commit any Vaishnava Aparadha.
If a devotee understands how every Vaishnava is connected to Krishna,
If a devotee understands how every Vaishnava is connected to Krishna,
then the idea not arise in his mind
then the idea will not arise in his mind
to commit any offense.
to commit any offense.
After hearing all these instructions, one should be very careful
After hearing all these instructions, one should be very careful
not to commit any offense.
not to commit any offense. Thus ends the chapter entitled Falashruti, the result of hearing about the pastime of blasphemer of Srivas Pandit being punished with leprosy and delivered. Under the section, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindavan.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.